What's going on, YouTube? Back at it again. So this video is about all the parts that I just replaced. Now I'm just gonna be straight to the point, man. This was a lot. This was a pretty big job. I wasn't really looking forward to doing it, but you know, it is what it is. Most of these parts are still original. Seems like from the car, which is a 2001, right, CRV. And just wanted to go over how much this probably would have cost, and based on what my estimate was just from the Honda dealership when I took my white CRV there for just the trailing arm bushing. I'm pretty sure you guys seen it on my other video, but that was already 800 bucks just to replace the trailing arm bushings. And yeah, I mean, that job is 30 minutes, maybe 30-40 minutes aside. Anybody really can do it with just some simple tools. If you guys have seen my other videos, you guys probably already know how I do the trailing arm bushings. Now with these ones, I went with just a regular stock trailing arm bushing. All right, but removing them and installing them is the same way from how I did my previous ones. I just used a reciprocating saw and I cut it right there, so you guys can see that I cut that, and then you just hammer it out. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. So yeah, basically from all these parts, if you were to go and replace them at the dealership or at the shop, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this is going to be over about three grand. $3 grand right here. I know replacing the brakes in the front with the brake rotors, that's disc brakes, not the rear drums, and bleeding out the brakes, replacing those and the pads, that's already $1,000 from most shops. Okay, so 800 for the trailing arm bushing, the brakes front and rear, that's $1,000. Now the front wheel bearings, I had to take that one to the shop. I mean, I didn't have to, but I just did. So changing the front wheel bearings, that was, how much was that? That was $130 to get them pressed in. Okay, so here's the front. Now the rear wheel bearings, that probably would have cost a lot more. That one involved a lot more work than the front. So I don't know how much that probably would have cost. Now upper control arms, that's pretty easy. The drive axles, so the two fronts, and here's the rear. And then the brake calipers, yeah, so that right there is not included in the 1,000 for the, just to change the brake pads and the rotors. If you want to change the calipers, that probably would have been extra. And then here I replaced the master clutch cylinder and the slave. Here's the compensator arm on both sides. Here's the rear brake calipers. We have the rear stabilizer links, the front stabilizer links, and then the lower tie rods right there. Yeah, so all in all, replacing these. Hey, come here, girl. Yeah, so all in all, replacing all of these lower control arms right here for the rear, and then the front ones. Yeah, this would have been over $3 grand, I would say. So I'm kind of glad that I am able to do it myself. You know, I just look at it as I saved that money doing the labor myself. But yeah, it was this was a lot. I had a time frame when I wanted to finish, and so maybe that's why I try to knock it out as soon as I could. But you know, for you guys, I mean, if it's needed, you know, replacing it is what you got to do. So that's all I wanted to talk about really on this video. I mean, pretty much everything underneath this car, except for, you know, the struts and the shocks. It's pretty new, so that's the only thing I'm gonna be needing to replace, probably, you know, hopefully later on. I don't want to do it now, but I'm gonna be riding this stock height. I just wanted to get some bigger wheels. But yeah, so it's everything on here now is pretty new, and there's nothing really for me to worry about as far as, you know, replacing parts that need to be maintained, right? The ones that wear out. I don't have to worry about that anytime soon. Oh, I also did talk about replacing the mounts. So the lower torque mount right here, that's new. I replaced that. And then also on the passenger side, that's new. Okay. And then the top mount was still good. The transmission mount was still good, and the rear mount was still good. So I didn't touch those. Okay. Now, what else? I think that's it. All right, guys. I'll end this video right here. I just wanted to give you guys a, you know, an estimated cost of how much something like this would run you at a dealership. All right, or at a shop. So, all right, guys. Peace out.